start with a nice little warm up and just give ourselves a chance to check in with what is going on in our bodies today. So if you haven't moved much yet today, this might bring up some surprises. It might kind of just show you how you're feeling, and you might not have been aware before. If you want to start this stood up, then please feel free to. And I will say any exercises that you feel like you'd much prefer to do stood up, please don't wait for me to tell you. You can always, get up and try it stood up at any point, okay? And with that in mind, actually, I will do some of the exercises standing, just to give you that option of, how it looks and stuff. So whether you're sat down or whether you're stood up, let's just give the arms a nice swing. We'll start off with, like I said, a nice warm up and a bit of breath work, starting to feel into the body and just get used to how we're feeling. What are we working with today? Let's inhale, swoop the arms up, and exhale, release the arms down. Good. These can be some big sighs if that's what you're feeling like today. A few big sighs in and out through the breath, and really just starting to warm up through the shoulders, mobility through the shoulders, warmth in the arms, maybe reach the fingertips up for a little bit longer. And then when you're ready to, on the next breath, interlace the fingertips and start your side bends. So we're just going to explore a little bit of space in the body. If you're sat down, just making sure the feet feel grounded so you're really secure. If you're stood up, you may be able to find a little bit of extra length in the side stretch. Good. Try and move as mindfully as you can. So you're inhaling to center and exhaling for stretch. Good. And then when you're ready to, keep the fingertips interlocked. We'll draw the arms out in front of us. Standing or seated, we'll squeeze hands to heart center, and then we'll push the palms away. Good. Open the arms out. And again, lift, interlace. Draw the arms out in front. Hands to heart center, push the arms away. Last time. Open the arms, nice stretch in the chest. Lift the arms, interlace. Draw the arms in front. Hands to heart center and push it away. Nice, really good move. Gently drop the hands down beside you. Give the shoulders a nice little wriggle now, a little rock through one shoulder and the other, maybe both together. Really get the arms involved in this. And this can be kind of expressive as you want it, or as big as you want it. Well done. Again, if you're standing, you may be able to find a little bit of extra space in the body. Perfect. And then when you're ready to, we'll take hands to the hips. If you're seated, bring the feet a little bit wider, and we'll just start to rock a few circles in the hips. Good. And obviously, if you're standing, just take care, making sure that head doesn't drop. Keeping a real connection to the core, abdomen. Nice big breath still. Change direction if you need that reminder. Just enjoy giving the middle of the body a nice massage. This is going to keep you nice and strong in a lot of your moves today. Let's make sure we're feeling warm, feeling ready. And then when you're ready to, let's bring the spine nice and long, standing up, sitting down, whatever feels good. We'll just give the ankles a little movement. So lifting the left leg, giving the ankles some movement. Obviously, if you're in standing, this might kind of be a little bit of a struggle with your balance, so you may want to hold on to something. Good. So ankles, just getting a bit of movement. And then we're just going to gently kick the leg away. So a little wiggle of the leg, flick of the leg, whatever feels good. And then releasing. Let's try the other side now. Getting rid of any clicks or creaks in the ankle. Directing one way and the other way. And again, quite gently, if you're being a bit more fragile with your joints, then just take it a little bit slower and softer. But otherwise, we can just give the leg a nice little shake out, or kick it out in front of you if you're standing. Decide what you can do in this space. And then finally, let's bring feet to the floor. Whether you're standing or you're seated, we're going to walk the hands down the legs. We're going to take a little fold, nothing too deep, nothing too crazy here. A little bit of a back stretch, and then walk the hands back up. As you walk the hands up the legs, let's lift the fingertips to the sky. And then one more time, hands walk down the legs, enjoying a real nice fold, real nice stretch all the way down the spine. Lift it up with an inhale and draw the arms overhead. Big reach up, good, well done. And whether you're standing or seated, let's give everything a little wiggle now. Just check in with anything extra that you feel like you might need to. So maybe in the shoulders, in the head, the face. If you've been frowning or taking yourself seriously today, you might need to wiggle the face muscles. And then gently, let's start our first circuit. So we're going to start sat down. As I said, some of these exercises will be available stood up, but the first one is a sat down exercise. So we're going to do 10 exercises and we're going to go for 10 reps when we feel like we've learned the exercise. First exercise, sitting comfortably. And we're just going to work with a little bit of coordination. So we're going to lift right arm, left leg, and we're going to go for full extension here. So you're really extending the leg away and finding a real nice rhythm here that works for you. Maybe you start quite fast and the breath can't really keep up with it. Maybe it's really slow and controlled. Okay, but either way, you're drawing the belly in. The spine is staying nice and long. Good. And if it gets too much, you can always just bring those arms out in front of you instead of all the way up. Okay? So making those little adaptations if it feels like you're taking it a little bit too quickly to start with. Well done. We've all got the hang of that really nicely. A few more rounds here. Keeping the breath really flowing through the body. And then when you're ready to, let's move on to exercise number 2. Feet are going to stay grounded. Arms are going to come out to the side. We're going to start with a shoulder press. Extend up, bring down. And then we're going to draw the arms forward and bring back. Okay? So it's a shoulder press into a chest press. Okay? Now try and make that switch when you bring your arms up. You take a bend, you lift up and forward. Chest press, shoulder press. And you can watch if you need to, if you're getting a little bit kind of unorganized with the arms or the coordination's a little bit hard to find, just watch first. Shoulder press, out in front, chest press. Lift, shoulder press, out in front, chest press. Good. And they're quite simple moves, but when you put them together, it can sometimes trick you to thinking, what am I doing with my arms? So just take your time, okay? Even if you go a little bit wrong along the way with this exercise, as long as you're moving those arms, opening the chest, making those shoulders work, then we're doing the right thing. Lovely. Well done. And the whole point is that it is meant to make you think a little bit, so don't feel too lost. Let's go for a few more here. Well done. Now we've picked it up. Now we're going. Exercise number 3. When you're ready to, gently bring your hands on your hips. You're going to bring your feet a little bit wider now, and you're just going to step foot to foot. So you're going to bring your right foot to your left foot to your right foot. Might have said the same foot then, who knows. So take it in times with your feet, and we're just going to keep a nice bend in the knees. And when you're ready to, just make sure it's the toes that are touching the floor, so your calves get a really nice workout. If you're doing this one stood up, then it will be your whole foot on the floor rather than just your toes. So try and speed it up. Try and keep the spine nice and long. Draw the belly in. Good. Finding that little twist as well. So you start to find that the torso is moving with this side step. Well done. Owner number 3. We're doing well. Stay with it. Big breaths here. And then when you're ready to, let's bring feet back to the floor, but keep the feet wide. We're going to now take L shapes in the arms. We're going to tap left hand to right knee. This one is easier sat down again. Come back to center and switch. So left hand to right knee, right hand to left knee. Now, as you're taking these taps, not only do I want you to focus on that tap of the knee, I want you to focus on what the other arm's doing. So the other arm is really opening. You're pushing back. Imagine someone's pushing their hand back behind you. And what you're going for here is a really nice twist in the torso. Yes, well done. So this is a really good one that we can keep the spine nice and long. We can keep the core really active. We're staying sat, so there's no real resistance going on in the legs. Good. Few more here. Speed it up if it's feeling comfortable. Good. And this is quite a nice one because you can feel that warmth in the core quite early on. And sometimes that warmth does encourage you. Keeps you moving. You know it's good. Well done. And then when you're ready to, let's do number 5. So we're going to come to center. Hands are going to reach to the floor. Arms are going to throw up all the way to the end. So I say reach towards the floor. You may not even touch the ground, and that's fine. Look, can you see I'm not? And then with your arms, I want that to be the power move. So you're throwing something over your head, okay? To be honest, this exercise really is the throwing the arms up in the air. Your counter move is that reach towards the floor, okay? So you're reaching muscles through the side, muscles through the front, and muscles through the back. Well done. Keep it going. And again, in seated, you can really start to activate the core here. So drawing the belly in. Spine can stay quite long and quite straight. Good. A few more, you can speed it up if it's feeling good. We're halfway through our circuit now, and we haven't done a long circuit like this in a while, so you're doing really well. Slow it up if you need to, now that I've said we're only halfway through. Good. Let's move on. Number 6, L-shape the arms. We're now going to slowly squeeze elbow to knee in front of the body. I want you to take this gently, okay? So the feet are going to stay quite wide apart. You're going to drive elbow to knee and release. Don't switch the arms over until you've rested, so until the feet are both back on the floor. So you're not kind of rushing through it. It's quite hard to do anyway, as it turns out. So you're driving elbow to knee, maybe the elbow and knee touch. Maybe they're just driving towards each other. And this is a really good one to do with open hips. Helps us utilize a few more of those thigh muscles that sometimes don't get used. Good, nice. Full body exercise. Few more here. And then when you're ready to, we'll bring the arms down beside us, straight arms, or down beside the legs, and we're going to reach to the floor one side, reach to the floor on the other side. I want you to try and pull yourself back up to a nice straight spine in between those reaches. This doesn't have to be quick. If you can't feel it, try and put a little bit more emphasis on that reach and that pull back in. So you're drawing all the way back to center. Lovely. Now, often what happens here is we lean forwards a little bit. So kind of lean forwards, and we don't want that. We want to stay really upright in the spine. A lot of attention in that straightness to the spine. Yes, well done. Good. This is number 7. Ooh. Number 8 is a nice one, don't worry. Few more here. And then when you're ready to, stack the spine nice and long in the back. We're going to shoulder shrug and heel lift together. Okay, now if that's too much, if you're carrying some kind of shoulder injury or some kind of calf injury, then please just take one at a time. And that will help you stay way more mindful of the exercise. If you're quite happy in both, then let's team them up. Heel lift, shoulder shrug. Good, and this is one that you can speed up a little bit. Good, it starts to really make a difference halfway through this set. We start to feel that build up of heat in the shoulders, that warmth in the calves. Well done. Nice, we've got 2 more exercises to go. And then we're going to have a break and a few sighs. Big breath in, big breath out. And then when you're ready to, number 9, we're going to sit back on our chair. So real firm on the chair. We're going to lift both legs up. And as we do that, both arms are going to reach up, okay? Now here, I'm going to interlock my fingertips because that helps me. I don't know, it makes you just feel a little bit more in control of what the arms are doing. So you can do that too. So interlace the fingertips, lift the arms, lift the legs. Kind of feels like you're pulling the legs up with the arms. Pulling the arms up, well done. Real nice control. And all of these exercises are really going to help us when we come to standing in a moment. Good, big breaths, keep it going. Few more rounds. Really nice. And then we'll finish with our final exercise. We'll take our hands to our hips, guys, and we'll squeeze knees into chest, one at a time. So getting comfortable on those seats, finding a real nice, again, a rhythm that works for you. There's no reason to rush these high knees. Well, the only reason being if you wanted to make it a little bit more cardio, a little bit more heat in the bodies, by all means, speed it up. Good, and really kind of move with this. So shift that weight one side to the other, really driving knees into chest. Spine stays nice and long, well done. Really good. Breathing in, breathing out. Last few rounds here. And then when you're ready to, bring the feet to the floor, swoop the arms up, inhale. And exhale, drop the arms, big sigh. Perfect. Take a drink, take a breath, and we are going to repeat that circuit once we've all caught our breaths and we're comfortable. So hopefully we're feeling warm, okay? Warm in the body, we know what's going on, and we know what each exercise is kind of meant to feel like now, okay? Now, because we're going to move on to a standing circuit in a moment, come to seated for the second round, as we're going to ramp it up a little bit, and we're going to count our reps a little bit more. So a little bit more focus on reppage for this round. So exactly the same exercises. If you took a few stood up, they are going to feel different sat down. So be mindful of that and slow it down if you need to. So straight spine. We start kind of on the edge of our seats if we're comfortable to do that to begin with. Core draws in, hands to the thighs, and we're going to start straight away with those opposite leg and arm lifts. So driving a real nice kind of lift in that arm. Again, really good for coordination. If you want to speed it up, you can just bring toes to the floor, and that will make you speed up a little bit, just because it won't take too much time getting down. Good. And you may do kind of a few quick rounds, and then you might slow it down again. Good, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lovely, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Both arms lift up. We're going to shoulder press, lift up. We're going to chest press, lift back. Shoulder press, in front, chest press, lift up. Good. 10, 9, 8, shoulders. 7, don't worry if you get lost, you'll meet me there. 6, 5, 4, lovely. 3 more, chest, 2, and 1. Good, shoulders and chest working. Let's take those side steps now, hands to hips, bring the feet wide, we'll step left to right, right to left. We'll speed it up, stay on the toes. Good, I'm going to count every other one. 10, 9, 8, you may be using my count as a timer. 6, 5, instead of counting your reps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, feet stay wide. L-shape the arms now. We're going for those knee taps. So tap the knee. Remember, your focus is also to that other arm that you're pushing back behind you. Get a real nice space in the chest. Take it as quick as you want to. Nice work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Good. We're going to reach down, and we're going to throw the arms up. Reach down, throw the arms up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice power. L-shape the arms. Take elbow to knee now. Opposite elbow squeezes to the opposite knee. You don't have to touch elbow to knee. They may just drive towards each other. Good. 10, 9, every other. 8, 7, 6, halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend the arms down beside you. We'll reach, floor reach, back to center, and reach. Let's get that core working now. Nice heat there. Let's build it for 10, 9, just counting my right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Onto shoulders and heels. We lift the heels, we lift the shoulders, and we release. Maybe they work together. Maybe you lift the heels, you lift the shoulders. Heels, shoulders. Good. Either way, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more exercises. Extend those legs in front, sit back, both legs are going to reach up, and we're going to interlace the fingertips. Imagine you're pulling those legs up with the arms. Yes, squeeze, real nice height here, real nice power. Legs are heavier, no, take it slowly if you need to. For 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last one. Hands to the hips. Let's squeeze high knees. I'm going to sit a little bit closer to the edge of my chair now. Drive knees into chest. Alternate the knees. Squeeze the belly in. If you can, keep your spine really long, really strong through the back. And drive. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lift the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, drop the arms. Good. So, again, take a little breather. We're going to move on now. So, amazing work there. We completed that circuit in super speed in 8 minutes. So we're going to take a standing circuit now if you want to. If you're way more comfortable to stay sat down, then please do stay sat down. I will offer the sat down version after the stood up one. Okay, so when you're ready to, we're going to go straight into it, guys. So you all look pretty ready. So next circuit, we're going to stand up. First couple of exercises are going to be with the feet wide apart. So do bear that in mind. If that alters your balance a little bit, just take your time to kind of settle and get into a really comfortable, strong headspace. So first exercise, we're going to draw our arms out in front. Remember, if you're seated, I'm going to describe the seated one in just a moment. We're going to squeeze the belly in, and we're just going to take a few gentle sumo squats, okay? So we're just going to highlight a little bit of strength in the knees and a little bit of strength in the hips as well. Good. We're going to try and keep the chest open. Sometimes drawing the arms forward makes us lean into this. I want you to try and push those shoulders back into place. Okay, remember, shoulders up, back and down. Now, if you're staying sat down, totally fine. Listen to your bodies. You're going to do exactly the same, but you're going to reach forward and come back. You're going to reach forward and come back. So from the side, it looks like this. So you're really still getting that strength from the spine. Let's keep it going, guys. Oh, the rain's coming over now. Let's stay warm. Good, and what I said about your shoulders is so important, because even now, just notice my shoulders are really squeezing forward, so make sure those shoulders are back. Let's go for a few more here. First round's going to be a little practice, and then we're going to speed it up on the second round. Perfect. Then when you're ready to, let's come to center. Bring the hands on the hips. Your feet are still wide apart. We're going to start our abductors. So one leg's going to come in, and you may want to tap the toes each time you extend the leg away. Okay? You also may wish to keep the foot off the floor. So you may wish to just take swinging abductions, and that's obviously going to be really reliant on your balance today. Your balance is not a thing, or onto something, or use that little tap to the floor. Okay, we are going to switch legs in a moment together, so don't worry about that. I'll watch for time. So we're doing each side for the same amount of time rather than reps. Okay, we've all got a stronger side. Good, keep it going if you're sat down. You're going to try and sit back in your chair, and you're just going to squeeze right leg away, okay? Hands still on the hips. It's going to take a little bit more core if you're sat down, if I'm honest. Yes, well done, guys. Keep it going. Let's do 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. So again, feet stay far apart. You're drawing one leg in, and you're tapping. Good. Don't worry if you've got to face away. Draw one leg in, and you're tapping. If you're strong on your balance, go for a swinging abduction. Extend that leg away. Yes, well done. You might need to hold on to something. Good. Keep it going. We're really working some isolated muscles in the thighs. Bicep femoris is our middle thigh muscle. Keep it going. Well done. We've gone for the same time, so one leg, hopefully not feeling that more work than the other. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good. Well done. Rest the feet, bend the knees. Again, we're a little bit wider than usual. Arms are going to come wide now. We're going to tap knee back to center. Tap knee back to center. Now, from the side, you can see a little bend in my knees. That is me looking out from my back. I'm not making myself lean forward too much. Okay? Now, if you're seated, you can test it a little bit more, and you can tap ankle. Tap ankle. Tap ankle. Now, if you're stood up and you're thinking, well, I'm super flexible today, if that's you, reach towards the ankle in standing. Okay? See what you can do here. See what your body wants to do. If you know that your body thrives off a little bit more of a challenge, then take it a little bit further. If you know that you're resting a little bit, then keep it nice and soft. Good. Back to center and tap. Real nice work in the core. 3 more here. Counting for time. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Finally, we can bring those feet back underneath the hips, heel toe, heel toe. We're going to take our ski squats now. So from the side, this is easier to show you. Squeeze the belly in. We're going to pull the arms down, and imagine we're sitting down on the chair behind us. So pull the arms down and sit back. Now, if you're sat down, you're going to find this to be quite a good one for the arms. So if you're sat down, ground your feet, and we're just going to bring the arms down and lean forward. Arms down and lean forward, and really draw those elbows behind you. Good. It's a really good one to get those chest muscles working. Yes, well done. And you can really use a bit of momentum in those arms. I feel like the arms really pull me through this exercise sometimes. Grounding those heels. We're strong on the legs. Keep it going, guys. You're doing amazing. Big breaths. Anyone not remembering to keep those breaths nice and long, you might accidentally find yourself holding on to the breath. Trust me, it's not going to help. Let's do 3. Let's do 2. And let's do 1. 2 more exercises. Amazing. L-shape the arms. Who's tired now? We're going to reach the arms up. As we bring them down, we're going to take our high knees. So we're just taking 2 exercises that we've already done, and we're putting them together for a standing exercise. So you're drawing knee into chest as you squeeze the elbows down. Good. In seated, you've obviously got a little bit of a kind of rest against the back, which may help drive the knee in a little bit closer to the chest. Good. Now try and see this as just one exercise. Don't see it as, sorting your high knees out and doing your chest press. See it as a pull down of the arms as you drive that knee in. Lovely. Good. And you can get some real strength behind that drive of the knee and behind that pull down of the arms. Good. See, it's easier to shoulder press when you haven't got to do a chest press with it. Big breaths. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last exercise here. Arms are going to come forward. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to extend and come back. Extend and come back. And you really don't have to take this quick. You don't have to be running on the spot for this. Extend and come back. You want to squeeze the belly in, and you want to keep the gaze ahead. The knee isn't overtaking the toes. So you can still see your toes. You have a little glance down. Good, and you're extending, you're coming back to that bend. If you're seated, come to the edge of your chair. Again, we're going to extend the arms just like we would in standing, and just bring the feet back. Toes tap, toes tap. But you're still leaning forwards in the upper body. Good, so keep it going really slowly, and this is going to help us connect with quads and back of the legs. Also a really nice chance to stretch those legs out. Good, I can see some people using a wall, which is really handy if you need that extra balance. Really extending the legs. Few more here, let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good, lovely. Come to standing or seated, give the arms a little wiggle. Amazing. While we're here, we'll just take a bit of shoulder mobility. So left hand to left hip, right arm is going to circle as slowly as you need it to be. Full circles if you've got them, half circles if you haven't got full. Good, and you can do that standing, you can do that seated. This is a good one to do quite often, rather than just once a week. Try and really give those shoulders a nice stretch. We pile on the stress in the shoulders, and this is a really good way to create a bit more space. Good, switch sides when you're ready to. You're going to have one side that feels a little bit better than the other, unless you're super balanced. So just be mindful of where that tension is, and also maybe a little glance at what that tension is. Big breaths, big breaths. And then when you're ready to, let's give the arms a shake. Final move here in standing, all seated, hands to the thighs. You're going to walk your hands down the legs. If you're standing, take a big bend in those knees. We don't need to force a big stretch out of ourselves here. And then slowly, as an inhale comes, walk the hands back up, nice and softly. And then finish with a big reach up to the sky. Reach, 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 nice stretch. And then we'll take a seat once again. Take a drink once again, take a breath. And our final circuit is going to be made up of our sequences. So we did a few of these last week and you liked them, so we're going to do a few more. Now our sequences consist of 4 different exercises. We're going to do 4 reps of each exercise, and we're going to do that 3 times, okay? If none of that made any sense, then just follow my lead, okay? So first one is going to be a practice anyway, so we'll always do a practice round, and then the next 2 are the serious, the ones to get your power onto, and then we'll repeat them all together. So when you're ready to, let's talk more moves. We're going to start with a circuit that goes lower body, arms, core, both body, upper and lower, and then core. Okay, and all of them will follow that kind of sequence. So first exercise is our legs. We're going to take leg extensions. So join me. Remember, this is just your practice round, don't worry. Good, we're going to ground the feet, and we're going to take some reach ups in the arm. Imagine you're throwing a netball overhead. Good, you go with goal. Yes. And then next exercise, we're going to draw the arms out to the side, bring the feet wide. We're going to jump the feet in, jump the arms in and out. In and out for our stars, that's what I'll call them. And then we'll finish on twist. So we'll interlace the fingertips, keep the arms straight and take a twist one way and the other way. One way and the other way, okay? So just 4 reps, it's going to be a little bit quicker. Let's start from the top. So hands on the hips, feet to the floor. Let's go for leg extensions first. So leg extensions for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach ups, 3, 2, 1. Stars, 3, 2, 1. And twists, 3, 2, 1. One more time, leg extensions, 3, 2, 1. Reaches, 3, 2, 1. Stars, 3, 2, 1. And twists, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, give everything a shake. Next one. So we're going to put all this together at the end, so try and keep a little memory of it. Okay, next one, we're going to draw the feet a little bit wider apart. The legs are going to lift for our first exercise, so have a practice at that. Lifting one, lifting the other. Whew, his legs are tired. Lift those legs, maybe even kick them away. Next exercise, we're going to punch. So arms straight ahead. We're going to get some anger out if we need to. Good. That's our next exercise. Our third exercise, we're going to bring our hands down beside and take our floor reaches. And that's going to just be for 4. And then we're going to finish this one with side reaches. So one arm at a time, reaching, reaching, reaching. Good, let's go from the top. Remember, 4 of each is quite quick. Let's go. Lift, 3, 2, 1. Punch, 3, 2, 1. Floor reach, 3, 2, 1. Side reach, 3, 2, 1. Again, lift, 3, 2, 1. Punch, 3, 2, 1. Floor taps, 3, 2, 1. And reaches, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, so I got confused with the counting. Lifts, 3, 2, 1. Punches, 3, 2, 1. Floor reach, 3, 2, 1. And reaches, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And they're meant to make you think, so don't worry if you're feeling a bit crazy doing them. Okay, third one is going to be high knees. So feet back into hip distance. We're going to take high knees for 4, just 4 reps. Then we're going to draw the arms out in front. And we're going to take biceps, but elevated biceps, so the arms are extended in front of you. Good. Then when you're ready to, we're going to take some reaches of the toes. So we're going to reach the opposite foot to the hand. Don't worry if you can't reach your toes. Have a little practice of that. Reaching, extending, see what you've got. Good. And then when you're ready to, I can't read the floor. We're going to reach towards the toes down and up. Down and up. Okay, so just 4 reps of each exercise. Who's ready for the third one? I promise the fourth one is quite nice and gentle. Okay, let's go. High knees. High knees, 3, 2, 1. Biceps, 3, 2, 1. Reach the toes, 3, 2, 1. And down. 3, 2, 1. Again, high knees, 3, 2, 1. Biceps, 3, 2, 1. Reach the toes in front, 2, 1. And reach the toes below. 3, 2, 1. Good. Final round. Going to be a little bit softer, don't worry. Give those arms a little swim. We're going to take gentle heel lifts. So that's going to be your first exercise. Once we've done with the heel lifts, so again, just 4 heel lifts. Once we've done with them, we're going to bring the feet together, knees wide, and we're going to squeeze the thighs together. That's our second exercise. So again, just 4 of those. Then we're going to just leave the knees, leave the feet together, and take shoulder shrugs. Again, 4 shoulder shrugs. And then we're going to finish with just 2 circles. One way, and one the other way. Okay? So let's go. Starting with those heel lifts. So feet to the floor, let's go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, we're going to take those thighs squeeze. 3, 2, 1. We're going to take our shoulder shrug. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to circle one way and back the other way. Good. Last time, feet to the floor, heel lifts for 3, 2, 1. Thigh squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder shrug. 3, 2, 1. And circle one way, circle back the other way. Lovely. Well done. Ready to put that all together as a little dance. Take a shake, take a drink, and this is going to be our final kind of big movement, and then we'll cool down, okay? Sorry, I'm talking lots today. I need a lot more water than usual. So we're going to start from the very top. If you get lost, don't worry. You'll meet at an exercise that you're familiar with. Hands on the hips. We're going to start from the very first circuit. Again, just 4 exercises. Remember, I do one as I say it, so I will just be counting from the 3. So we're going to start with leg extensions. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go reach up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to take our stars. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to twist. 3, 2, 1. Feet are going to be wide. We're going to lift the legs. 3, 2, 1. We're going to punch. 3, 2, 1. We're going to take floor reach. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to take side reach. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring those feet in. High knees. 3, 2, 1. And biceps. 3, 2, 1. Good. Kick the toes. 3, 2, 1. And then reach the toes. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Heel lifts. 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together. Knees wide. Squeeze the thighs. 3, 2, 1. Shrug those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. And take a big circle. And the other way. Good. Well done. Stack that spine. Bring the feet to the floor. Amazing work, everyone. Bring the hands to the knees now. We'll take a little bit of a stretch and a little bit of a cool down. Well done for staying with me. We're going to keep hands on the knees set nice and tall, and you're just going to imagine you're pushing your chest through the arms. Maybe there's a little bit of warmth in the lower back here that's quite intense, so you may want to soften up a little. And then from here, counterbalance. That sounded really somersault then. We're going to squeeze chin towards the chest and squeeze that belly in, gazes down. And that's where we're going. We're going to lift and we're going to release. We're going to lift and we're going to release. Well done. Really nice, soft movements for the back, but deep enough to actually get a stretch here. So often we run through exercises, but the back doesn't really get enough of our time at the end. So make sure you really feel that stretch. And then when you're ready to, nice strong straight spine, squeeze the belly in. We're going to lift the left leg, take those circles as we did at the start, and then try and see if you can take hold of your left knee. Don't worry if you can take hold of your knee down here, that's also fine. You're going to squeeze chin to chest and forehead to knee now. So drive that knee in. This is also a really nice stretch for the spine. Lovely. And we're going to turn this into a nice leg stretch in just a moment. When you're happy to, extend that leg away and reach fingertips towards those toes. So your ankle here is really active and really extended. It's not going to sleep. It's lifted. Lift, lift, lift. Keep the fingertips a wiggle. And then when you're ready to relax the foot, we'll take hold of the right knee. Give the ankle a little wiggle like we did at the start. And then when you're ready to, again, chin to chest, forehead to knee, squeeze a nice stretch in the spine. You're already starting to slow the breath down and cool the body down. Turn into a leg stretch, extend right leg away, toes face up and reach, reach, reach towards those toes. Really nice length in the arms. Also giving the shoulders a nice stretch. Can you feel how kind of apart the shoulders are here? Shoulder blades I'm talking about. Good. And then once you've taken that stretch, relax. Lift the arms up, interlace the fingertips together. We're just going to reach side body stretches so the feet are really firm. Maybe bring the feet a little bit further apart. I always feel like I've got a bit more grounding that way. You might too. We're going to reach and hold, whichever side you've gone to naturally. And then when you're ready to inhale, come through center. Yeah, strong core. Take it through the other side. Good. So even stretches like this is really good for that core. Really good strength for side abs, lats. Good. And then back to center. You're going to take your left hand to your right knee. Look over your right shoulder or look over towards the right hand side. Keep that right arm lifted if you can. I know it's a bit of a struggle sometimes to keep that arm up in the air. Really nice twist. Again, a really good one to strengthen the abs. And also add length. And then switch sides. So right hand to left knee. Lift, lift, lift in the left arm. Big breaths here. We're starting to really feel those muscles lengthen and respond to our exercise. Good. And then finish with both arms up in the air, palms together. Good. Wiggle those feet in. And we'll take that final fold, fingertips to toes. Maybe hold on to the legs here. Maybe hold on to the ankles. Just try and get something to hold on to so you can relax that head. Relax, relax, relax in the head. Don't hold stress there. And then as slowly as you folded, start walking the hands back up. Gently, gently, gently. Imagine you're stacking vertebrae on vertebrae. There's no rush. Good. Spine comes up tall. We give the shoulders a roll. Good. And don't worry if your shoulders feel as clicky as they did when you started. Some shoulders just really hold on to that stress with all their might. Good. Shoulders up. Shoulders back. Shoulders down. Good. Chin towards the chest. And then finish with a nice neck roll. Really slowly exploring space in the neck. We've got lots and lots of neck extensors, lots of muscles here that really just need a bit more of your time. Change direction. This might be making your face muscles move as well. If you're holding a frown, let it go. And then when you're ready to, let's come back to center. Just close the eyes for a moment. Relax your back into the back of the chair so you're not actually holding on to anything here. Relax your palms to face up. Listen to the breath flow. Just connect with any kind of things that are going on in the body. What's going on? What is coming up? What feels good? What feels tired? Always really important at the end of any kind of movement or exercise to have this mindful time in, just so you can really absorb anything that's coming up here. Make you more aware. Good. And then once you're happy, once you feel quite satisfied with that stillness, we'll take 3 breaths. So continue to lengthen the spine, sit up tall. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Palms together, big stretch up. And exhale, hands through heart center. This can be a big sigh if you need it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and down. And then last one, inhale and up. Really nice reach, guys. Exhale and down. Let the arms drop down beside you. Maybe give the feet a little wiggle on the floor, running on the spot. Arms a little shake. Take a drink, take a rest. And well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good work, guys. Excellent move.